man, look at that. AMD. The future is fusion. What do you know? I also accidentally missed Square Enix and gas-powered games back there. We now have Cryware. But if you couldn't guess by the video title already, welcome to my next Plets Lay. Plets Lay.
God.
Oh my god! This is Castle Crashers all over again. Oh, I can't speak. Hi everybody, this is Harmless, and I have two guest commentators with me, Magnen and THEFANG. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello.
I was born on the planet Mars. I came to Earth. I am THEFANG. Close enough. Next.
Alright. Sure, we'll roll with that. Welcome to Capri Summit. Oh my god!
Nintendo Capri Sun.
No, not Nintendo Capri Sun. No, god. I almost said Capri Sun, man. That was
I think that's
Supreme Commander 2. Okay. Anyway, so
go.
some of you might.
Excited.
Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, some of you might be wondering exactly why I'm playing Supreme Commander 2 and not Forged Alliance or the original, because those are clearly better games for some people. But honestly, well, not for some people. I mean, it honestly is pretty apparent that those games are better. But I do actually have a few reasons for let's playing this, but I'll not make those apparent quite yet, because as of now, I kind of just want to get into the game. Don't want to keep stalling. Let's go to the campaign menu. Cut the video, just right there.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's start the tutorial first at the Colonial Defense Academy. Why not?
Okay,
watch
let's
the game.
just say that, Harmless, what happened? And two, I recommended this game to you.
Yeah, of course Fang did. And honestly,
Of
course, actually, oddly enough, Fang recommending me the game is not really why I wanted to play or even do a Let's Play if it's like a year off into the distant future back then. So I do have a legitimate reason for Let's Playing this over Forged Alliance and Supreme Commander, which of course are the previous versions of this game, Supreme Commander 2. But anyway, so
Let's Play intro ever. I'm sorry.
You made me start crying a bit, man. That was hilarious.
Golden.
Wait, am I making you cry or is Harmless?
I have no idea who's crying anymore, but honestly, I did.
I have no idea. Quit acting like the medic, Harmless.
Alright, so as you might be noticing down there at the little tips bar, you probably have no idea what those tips mean. Don't worry, you will very shortly.
It's in foreign language.
Yeah. You just received Bettersea in combat? What does that mean? Yes. Anyway, so if you haven't guessed by now, this is a real-time strategy game for the PC. And
for the Xbox 360.
Yeah. Anyway, quiet everyone. Let the computer speak.
It is brought to you by Quantum Vision Works, a division of QAI Industries. Quantum Vision Works.
Creating a better tomorrow for you today.
This simulator is designed to teach you the basics of the battlefield using our patented Open World Environment Network, or OWEN.
Why can't you just call it?
You need to become familiar with some of the methods for viewing the battlefield.
Why can't we be
Why can't we be friends?
Also known as scrolling.
We're just gonna start busting out song now.
Interface.
This is gonna be the best video ever.
So let's see. Basic controls to move around the camera. Use the arrow keys on the keyboard and move the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen. Having played Command & Conquer 2 a lot, I just like using the edges.
Excellent. Panning is most useful for moving small distances.
edges?
Next, you'll want
What do you
to
mean?
Of the screen, yeah.
rotating your view of the battlefield.
I'm going over
Oh.
to tutorial so that the viewers aren't completely lost, but now to rotate the camera, hold down the spacebar and move the mouse left and right. We.
rotating your view is important.
360
You
no
want to be
scope.
conscious
Yeah,
of
360 no
using
scope.
your sense of direction
Just go
relative to
wee
your
for
opponent.
some reason.
Next, you can view the battlefield from different
What
I
angles.
can
am
now
I
view the
doing?
battlefield from
Wee.
different
Adjust the
angles.
pitch using the tilt interface.
Tilt interface. Okay. So to tilt the camera, hold down the spacebar and move the mouse forward and back.
Good job.
That's
Finally,
exactly what I
zoom
just
in
did.
to get a
What
closer
the
orbital
what?
of the battlefield.
360 back.
To zoom in and now use the mouse wheel. Honestly, you won't really be using the spacebar
Now
a
let's
lot.
talk about the Armored
It honestly
Command
just confuses
Unit,
me, if
or
anything.
ACU. It is piloted by you, the commander.
Alright, so this is important.
The commander
The
is
ACU.
responsible for issuing orders to his or her forces on the battlefield.
So essentially, this is like
To
your
do
king in
this,
chess.
you will need to learn how to select units and issue simple commands. Let's start by selecting the ACU itself.
So, explaining the ACU. Alright, so the ACU is essentially the Armored Command Unit, or essentially your Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's call it that. It starts with an A, guys, right? But anyways, yeah, as you might have noticed on the bottom left there, it has 20,000 health. Yeah, that's actually a lot in this game.
Now we're dropping off some Rockhead tanks near your current location. Select the Rockhead tanks or the ACU and give them a move command to the exit of the facility. The path is marked.
Hey, idiot, go over here. No, but seriously, so the ACU... Guys, are you gonna talk? Never mind. Well, anyway, so yeah, the ACU is your Armored Command Unit. It is essentially the commander and a living tank. No, really. But you do not want your ACU destroyed in battle, believe me. The ACU is so helpful, you really do not want it destroyed in battle. In most cases, like during the campaign, it essentially means a game over, so you want to be wary of that. And...
There are multiple ways
Wait, what the?
to select groups of units.
What? Wait, what happened to my voice chat? Oh no! Why am I offline? What? What? Oh no, what happened to my... Okay, so anyway, oh my god, I'll probably fix it in a little bit, but anyway, to select multiple units, hold down the left mouse button and move the mouse to drag selection box over the units. Like so. Really simple. Left click to deselect the units, which is really strange because in older RTSs...
You have successfully moved units outside of the
Oh
facility.
jeez.
Now, let's try some simple combat. Some nearby energy production facilities have been flagged as enemies.
Uh-oh.
Select your ACU and Rockhead tanks and order them to attack the energy production facilities.
Anyway, so right click is essentially how you move your units in this game. Left click for some odd reason is well,
Units will automatically
Yeah.
attack when they're within range of an enemy unit.
so yeah, left click is essentially deselect, which is really weird because older RTS games normally use left click as your right click function in the game, but oh well, it's most of the RTSs use right click
They got
anyway,
what was
so
coming to them. An
Anyway,
ACU and engineers can be used
somebody's
to capture
playing
enemy
piano
units and
downstairs. Strange.
structures.
Okay. I didn't think they. Anyway, so to capture a unit, you can left click the capture icon and left click down a unit you want to capture. But
For
nope,
example,
you can just right click.
This nearby warehouse is being used by your enemy. Use the capture ability of your ACU to take control of this facility.
Also, you can also have your ACU. Wait, why is it spinning in circles? No, you can have your ACU unit reclaim destroy structures. It can get additional resources, which we'll go over later. But anyway, so as you might have noticed, it said that the ACU and engineers can capture nearby buildings. Okay, still offline. That's strange. But anyway, so yeah, the ACU can also function like an engineer in most cases, which it can also do the same functions
That
as an
warehouse
engineer.
can now be put to use
So, yeah.
to store your own crates. Now, let's turn things up a notch.
Wait, oops.
A dozen enemy Rockhead tanks have been flown in and positioned on the battlefield. We've also dropped off a few more Rockhead tanks and some powerful Titan assault bots for your own use.
Oh.
Use your ACU, Rockhead tanks, and Titan assault bots to destroy the enemy Rockheads.
So to select all of a specific type of unit, double click the left mouse button on one type of unit. Firstly, I just have them all as T1 anyway because, yeah, there's no infantry in this game. It's just all mechanized units, so you don't have to worry much about it. And as usual, like if we were just charging in combat, there's pretty much like no way you can lose because your ATU is so freaking strong. Your ACU,
Units gain experience in combat. This gives them levels of veterancy, which increase their overall effectiveness. Congratulations, you're making great progress with QVACUS.
Yay!
It is brought to you by Quantum Vision Works, a division of QAI Industries. Quantum Vision Works, visualizing peace with advanced weapons technology. The next
Oh,
part
the
of our
irony.
training covers economy and construction.
Alright.
Your
So,
ACU can be used to build the offensive and defensive structures that make up your base of operations. Let's start with the core components of a base. Each type of unit in an army, land, air, sea, and experimental, can be constructed at its own factory. Construct a land factory with your ACU.
alright, so it's, as you might have noticed, it said something about experimental units. Those are really just experimental land, experimental air, experimental sea, which are basically very powerful late game units of normal that are based off normal units. So essentially, like a rocket tank, instead of a rocket tank, an experimental land unit would probably be something that is a much greater version of a rocket tank.
We've given you two
If you know what I
engineering
mean.
units.
I did not explain
Like
that
the
well.
ACU, they can be used to build structures.
Alright, so those are engineers.
Everything you build has a specific mass and energy cost. Mass is produced by mass extractors, and these structures can only be built at specific locations. Build a mass extractor on the mass indicator.
Alright, so mass and energy, those are the main resources of the game.
Each mass extractor and energy production facility generates mass and energy every second. If you need more mass or energy, build more of either kind of structure.
So as you might have noticed right there, engineers are essentially the builders of your workforce.
You also need energy, which is produced by an energy production facility. Construct an energy production facility with an engineer or your ACU. It can be built on any valid terrain.
So yeah, the difference though between engineers and ACU is that although you only have one ACU, it's very important because the build time for an ACU, as opposed to a build time of an engineer with building stuff, is in essence a lot faster, like twice as quickly as an engineer. So it's very important to get to keep your ACU alive, as it'll be a very helpful unit for your production. So yeah, this RTS is actually a bit more focused on the mass production scale of things, which may seem complicated, but it's actually pretty easy to pick up on, and that is actually the main reason why we should let's play this game. It's very easy to pick up on. I'm not kidding, by the way. The controls are actually really well simplified, and there's not as many units, so... is this guy ever going to... I suppose I have to wait then, whatever. You know what, in the meantime, let's just build some energy structures. So yeah, I don't know. It's welcome to Supreme Commander 2. I mean, like when the first time I picked up this game, it was actually really simple and easy for me to learn. Even if it took me a while to get to the, well, I mean, even if it took me a while to get to like the mass production scope of things, it was still easy for me to learn.
Very good.
So
You
yeah.
now have a base of operations. It's time to put that land factory to use. It constructs mobile land units. For now, it's limited to producing a single type. Build 2 rockhead tanks at the land factory.
So simply select the land factory as the left mouse button. If you want, you can make like a deployment little mark so that units will automatically travel to that location with the right click and produce some rock tanks. Why not? And hey, that mass extractor is finally built. After this one tutorial is over, I'm gonna go check on see if my little thing is, well, just see why I'm offline. Honestly, I don't know what happened to my commentators. What?
You can create rally points for factories.
I already explained that.
Once
Ugh.
set, each unit that rolls out of the factory will automatically move to that location.
So yeah, that's essentially called a rally point. the thing that I just placed by right-clicking. So yeah, really nice. And somebody's still making a bunch of noise down there. I have no idea why. Oh well. Sorry about that,
Excellent.
if it ever
You've added
catches
more
on.
rockheads to your army. To protect your
Yay!
factories, you can construct add-ons that give
Oh.
them defensive capabilities. Build the shield and tactical missile launcher add-on for your land factory.
So, this is a little bit of interesting thing is that some buildings, like factories in particular, can be given add-ons, which are essentially like, it's like, see here you have like, they're essentially like defensive structures to be placed on top of your buildings. The red circle, as you can see, shows a range of the tactical missile launcher factory add-on. And you can also be given a shield generator, which is essentially for defensive purposes. So, what is a shield?
Excellent. Your factory
Essentially
is
an extra
now
health
better
bar.
defended. Other add-ons give you anti-air defenses or increase the unit's radar range.
Yeah.
Now that you have an army, it's time to put it to use.
What the?
We've placed
What?
an enemy base near your position, and its 2 land factories are producing an army. You must destroy those factories to complete the simulation.
Wow. Why are my units just running into my land factory? Okay. Do you know what I'm gonna do really quickly is create some more land factories and just spam tactical missiles because I can. I know it's a little bit cheap, but and meanwhile I'm gonna have my units attack over here.
Watch out. There are some heavy point defenses defending those factories.
Oh yeah, it's, there are defensive structures in the game. As you might notice, those heavy point defenses. They're pretty good, honestly. But unless it's spam to match the spam of spamming an army, then you know they may not be the most effective because I have like 50 units, or not 50, but like 18 units compared to like 2-point defenses. If they were 18-point defenses, then they would be very well defended against 18 units. But otherwise, not too much. So, yeah, there is a bit of a mass production scope of things in this game, but otherwise, it's still a simple and really fun game, honestly. I mean, and there are ways to counter the mass production. Don't worry. You can't just do like a massive Zerg rush unless if it's like a really small map, I suppose. But unless you really like make sure it succeeds well, then Zerg rushes are actually a little hard to perform in this game.
Congratulations. You have successfully completed the first part of QVACUS.
Gasp.
This simulator has been brought to you by Quantum Vision Works, a division of QAI Industries. Quantum Vision Works, creating a better tomorrow for you today.
Yeah.
Operation completed.
Yay! I got 5 gold medals. I am so good, guys. But be right back. I'm gonna go see what happened to my co-commentators.